Our sports.
The WBSC Women's Baseball World Cup is just around the corner, and today there's exciting news about some special events happening during tournament week right here in the Rockford area. Bucciafera family McDonald's is teaming up with the International Women's Baseball Center to make World Cup week unforgettable for fans. The centerpiece, a limited time Maybelle Blair meal available at participating Rockford area McDonald's locations from July 21st through the 26th. The meal features 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a fountain beverage. Sounds delicious indeed. Named in honor of IWBC co-founder and baseball pioneer Maybelle Blair. Fans who purchase the meal can redeem a pair of exclusive Maybelle-inspired red sunglasses at the July 25th game while supplies last, of course. A portion of every Maybelle Blair meal sold benefits the International Women's Baseball Center. And McDonald's is also headlining a Ronald McDonald House Charities donation drive throughout the tournament. Fans attending games at Rivet Stadium are encouraged to bring household items like paper towels, disinfectant wipes, laundry detergent pods, and so on and so forth. And on July 25th, Ronald McDonald himself makes his first public appearance in Rockford in nearly a decade, throwing the ceremonial first pitch at Mascot and Superhero Night. He'll be joined by Grimace, Hamburglar, Hammy the Ice Hog, Rally the Rivetsaurus, all your favorites. Should be a fun time indeed. Women's Baseball World Cup, what can I say? They're just loading up the plate, and all these activities sound like a whole lot of fun.
It's so exciting. I mean, not only is it inspiring for all the young girls and women out there, there's just so much for everybody to get in on.
Ronald McDonald and Grimace and Hammy the Hog, who's having brats now, can have a cheeseburger later.
I get to see him twice.
Perfect. Yes. All right. Thanks, Streetcar.